I don't want to graduate and not keep pushing forward on my dreams. I don't want to become stagnant. I don't want to just have a job and accept that that's my reality for umpteenth years. I'm Matthew Huberty. I'm a graduate assistant for MSS, Multicultural Student Services, and I'm in the College Counseling Student Development Program.
My name is Brianna Carey. I studied biomedical science and I minored in gender and women's studies.
Roberto Hodge. I did my undergrad at Eastern Illinois University, and I actually graduated with a double degree, which is 2 physical bachelor's degrees for those who don't know. I got my Bachelor of Science in Africana Studies and then my Bachelor of Arts in Journalism.
Okay, so before I graduated, last year, or my undergrad, I really didn't know where I wanted to go. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that marketing wasn't for me.
Well, when I graduated undergrad, I was studying for the MCAT, and during my time studying, I felt like I didn't really want to do that. Like, I didn't know, I really questioned a lot, like whether or not that was something I really wanted to do. So I questioned, like, you know, why am I studying for this? Like, do I really want to do this? Like, it's a big investment, like going to med school. That's like $300,000 of debt that you're gonna accrue, but not even that. It's like, I know that it's basically my undergrad experience like ×2, which it took me 6 years to graduate from here, and I wasn't really feeling my classes and stuff like that. So I just really had to put into perspective, like, and realistically, like what it is I really wanted to do in life.
Lord, I don't know. I had so many, okay, so journalism is such a broad field. Like, I can go into reporting, public relations, communications, I don't know. I knew I didn't want to be a reporter my entire life, but I knew I wanted to start out as one, just to kind of get the feel, because I was doing journalism since high school. It's like a thing, I love it. But I bounced back and forth between like a TV producer, TV anchor, a reporter, an editor, a magazine writer, a features writer. Like, I bounced around, photojournalist. Either way, I always stayed in the field of media, but I was never 100% sure what I wanted to do.
Last year, or my undergrad, I really didn't know where I wanted to go. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that marketing wasn't for me. I was originally a marketing major, and I didn't want to take advantage of people. I didn't want to have my life be about money, making a profit, all about the bottom line. I felt like that is an unfulfilling life. So what I did is, I knew a couple of people who were in a graduate program in College Counseling Student Development. So I talked to them. I kind of picked their brains. Is the program easy? What would it be like? Is it hard? You know, things like that. And then I decided to go for it. I never really had a passion for it beforehand. It's just kind of something I did in order to not leave college and to not start my 9-to-5 life, because I had friends, plenty of friends who graduated and were depressed for like a year or for a couple of months just because their identity changed. They went from a college student to now they're a working professional, and with that comes a different lifestyle, different habits. They no longer can just go to campus and see their friends, and their life is kind of a set routine.
I thought like it was gonna be simple. I had a plan. Like, I like to stick to my plans. So I had a plan of just like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm gonna study for the MCAT. I'm gonna take the MCAT, I'm gonna apply to med school. I should be in med school by next fall. And my reality was I need to move back home. I don't know if I want to go to med school, but I'm still gonna try and study for this test in St. Cloud, and I can't keep commuting. I need to find a job that's closer to home. I was sleeping on people's couches to work this summer. Yeah, it was definitely not what I expected and not what I planned for at all.
Yes, a year of depression, basically. Oh, so after I graduated, which was like December of 15, I tried to get a job, you know, reporting, you know, something basic, but because of like how the economics is in journalism, it's really hard to get a job in it, you know, and a lot of the places that I tried getting a job at, they either weren't hiring, or if they did hire, they were only paying minimum wage. And my thought process was, okay, I have a degree specializing in what you're hiring for, but you want to pay me minimum wage? I'm worth a lot more than that. So I was declining all of those because I was like, I know my worth. I'm not gonna settle for this. I can make more working at McDonald's or Target. Thanks, bye.
Now, back when I was an undergrad, I wasn't prepared for that reality. I wasn't prepared to kind of live that lifestyle of constant routine. I wasn't prepared to live the lifestyle where I had to be an adult, more or less. I still wanted to be a kid. I still wanted to hang out, have life be relaxful. Like I said, college is the best time of your life, so I wanted to prolong that as much as possible. But at this stage of my life, I'm ready to kind of move on to the next step. I'm ready to get out of here. I've been here for a long time, so I'm ready to take that next step. So
it feels like, at first it felt really chaotic because like it was, nothing that was happening was a part of my plan. Nothing that was happening was what I was supposed to be doing. So it just really felt overwhelming and stressful because like I'm only making so much money. Given I was back at home with my parents, so that helped. I didn't have to pay for rent, but I still had bills to pay. And I need gas to get to work. My car was messed up, and so it just really felt really overwhelming to have to take on all of that when I was working on graduating, which was the most important thing, but I didn't really take time to plan out my life outside of graduation.
My God, okay, let me tell you. So I had thought that I was gonna graduate, I was gonna have a job offer within like 3 to 6 months after graduating. You know, ideally I'd be in Minneapolis. You know, somehow I was gonna get a job all the way from Illinois into Minneapolis, you know, like writing all these awesome like news stories and clips, you know, getting lunch when I had the time off, spending money on gaming, going shopping. No, didn't happen. Life was not gonna go that way. It might go that way now, you know, that I'm here, it's possible, but that's what I thought. I was like, you know what, I have a degree, this is gonna be great, I have a lot of experience, I'm really good at what I do, I love what I do, I know a lot of people. It shouldn't be hard for me to find a job. It should be really easy. Didn't happen, so it is what it is. I'm actually kind of glad it didn't work out because now I'm here, which is where I wanted to be, so it worked out perfectly, honestly.
oh, what's next? So what's next for me? I'm gonna have an internship in South Africa, so that's gonna be a cool experience. But right after that, I had to start applying for jobs. Now, kind of like I said earlier, I don't want to become stagnant. So with my degree, I'll essentially be working for a university. So my game plan is when I go to these interviews, I'm gonna tell them the only way I could work for you, see I'm flipping on them, right? I turned it to a status level. But the only way I could work for you is if you get a waiver for me to get my doctorates at your university. So that is gonna kind of help me fulfill that appetite I have to kind of continuously keep moving forward. And it's also gonna, you know, keep me not bored, keep me not, you know, in the same place, running in circles, running in, you know, I wanna constantly keep pushing. So that's gonna be the next step for me.
Absolutely, yeah. Like this job is just like a holder. It's something that's there to get my foot in the door towards what I really want to do. Like what I learned about after graduating is that like you're 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of people that don't start like within like their field, their career field, but there are jobs that you can get that are close enough to it, and it's about making those connections while in that job. And so that's a lot of what I've been focusing on, making like connections, networking with the right people, going to the right events and things like that with my job.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try to get a job in the cities again. But if it doesn't work out, I'll be okay. And I will be okay because at the very least, I'm in the state that I want to be in, at the very, very least, you know, and I have a foundation, and I'm actively trying. I could say that I tried.
I think that don't necessarily like question yourself, but be real with yourself about like who you are and what it is you want to do, you know? So like ask yourself, what is it that I want to do with my life? Like, what do I want to do? And be realistic about the job that you want to do. Like, does this fit my personality? Is this something that I will be happy doing? But also like do your research into how far your field can go. Because like a lot of times I think we think that like with the biomed degree, like I thought the only thing that I could do with that necessarily was like be either a teacher or be a doctor, when there's so many things that you can do with that degree, like so many, like, and I think that we barely scratch the surface of what it is that we can do and apply our education towards.
Undergrad is fun. Honestly, I enjoyed it. It's not as stressful as a lot of people make it out to be. It's not that bad. I mean, yeah, you got like, you're taking 5 classes, you're trying to graduate, you got like this and that to do, your boyfriend left you, your girlfriend left you, yada, yada, yada. You know what, still have fun, you know, go out, stay up late. It's not always about homework. Like
underclassmen, I would say take your time when it comes to figuring out your major. There is no rush. Everyone tries to push you in like making a decision that's gonna impact the rest of your life. Take your time, feel things out. Don't feel pressured by anybody else. Everyone goes at their own pace. And for upperclassmen, keep it grinding, stay focused. And kind of what I realized is that this is kind of counterintuitive, is no one really cares about your GPA, they just want to know if you're competent. So you could put all your time and focus into studying hard, but I say more focus on outside skills or skills you can develop outside, because people just want to see that you are able to do things. Employers aren't really looking at your GPA. They don't really mind that too much. They're looking at, can you get the work done? Can you do what we do? And can we like doing it with you, right? Are you going to be a pain in our butts throughout the process?